Responses. The member for Waterloo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thanks to my colleague for her kind words. It is always a pleasure to rise and speak to Rowan's Law. It was a precedent-setting moment, I think, for this legislature, and something that I think that we should all try to aspire to on a go-forward basis. It's amazing that we are here today not only advocating for concussion protocols for young amateur athletes, but now working to share and expand the Rowan's Law framework across the country. That is a sign of leadership. Today we are celebrating Her Day, which was created as part of the legislation that we are starting to see go a long way towards improving concussion education and shift the culture of sports. I think we can all agree that Rowan's experience and the advisory committee and legislation that have resulted were a wake-up call on the potential severity of concussions for thousands of young athletes, their parents, and provincial sports organizations. Some sports organizations are taking concussions seriously for the first time. Coaches and others involved in youth sport are now required to learn about and recognize the symptoms of concussions. Parents have to sign concussion protocols so that there's an accountability measure in play. And as a parent who experienced a coach be dismissive of my son Aiden's concussion just 10 years ago, this is a welcome change. In fact, I was just reading a piece by Bob Elliott from 2012, and it reminded me of one of the hockey parents who came up to me and he said, "So your son got his bell rung?" And I answered, "No, he has a brain injury." And that's the different narrative that we had to switch to. Additionally, Rowan's Law now informs appropriate protocols for concussion follow-up, including assessment by a physician and adherence to evidence-informed return to sport and return to school guidelines. For so many kids and families, this is huge. Prior to our collective work on concussion reform, the Ontario Public School Boards Association had raised this issue with school boards, but change needed to be anchored with legislation, and that's what happened in this House. It's great to see that the work being done to make sure everyone stays safe when they play sports. I always like speaking about people who have overcome concussions because these are hopeful moments, and the progress that is happening to protect people from them. Strong voices who have lived the experience of a concussion, who have spoken up and in many cases demonstrated great courage in sharing their stories. One local athlete is Ben Finelli in Kitchener-Waterloo. His goal is to change the narrative on concussions, and he is an inspiration to many young athletes. Fitz the Whip was mentioned by my colleague. He's a world champion boxer who has suffered concussions, lived to talk about it, to share his experience, and also, I must say, is a generous community leader in KW. It is in the public interest to continue to get this right. We all care deeply about honouring Rowan's memory, and I believe we have a great deal of gratitude. We owe a great debt of gratitude to Kathleen and Gordon Stringer. Their strength, their courage, their resiliency in turning grief into advocacy remains one of my most powerful memories in this place. And I always cry when I talk about it, so at least I am consistent. But you do continue to inspire. Thank you so much for your work. Indeed, it is our shared responsibility in this House to do so. And I look forward to seeing the progress we make as a province to make sure that tragedies like Rowan's death never happen again. To my colleagues here from Ottawa South and Nepean, we all worked together. But 5 years later, there are still not enough stories of us all working together, and I remember very clearly Gordon Stringer reminding us that this collaboration is a model for going forward. And perhaps we can also honour Rowan and her parents and her family by coming together during these challenging times to truly take care of each other and the people of this province. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.